Morning all. Interrogation is a little bit different today. You're going to be spending the day with me and I'm going to be telling you a little bit about myself because I've never really done it and thought it's about time I have a bit of a chat to you all. So this is Reseller Interrogation, Diary of a Flipper. So it's a bit of a interrogation, a bit of a day in the life, because as I'm cruising around today, I'm going to have a bit of a chat to you about me, where I'm at, what's going on. So it's funny, I've just clicked over 900 subs, so I really appreciate everyone that is subbing to me, because when this journey started for me on YouTube, I didn't expect to get to here. I didn't plan to push to here, but honestly, I'm blown away by it. I've met some of the most amazing people, and I'm going to get to that soon. Seriously, hundreds of you. Friends that I've made, lifelong friends. Business, sort of, not just from a friendship perspective, but business as well. So it's been absolutely amazing from the point when I made this first cringy ass video. What is going on, cockos? I'm going to do my first ride along video today. And I promise many more cringy videos to come. I just didn't expect it to come to this. I had a different approach to starting YouTube. YouTube and the Instagram for me was kind of sudden, but it was a way to track my progress. I really didn't think I'd get past the 30 subs that I spoke about that on one of those videos. Thank you so much to all 30 subscribers that I now have, or 30 over, so I'm over 30 now. I very much appreciate it. So I really appreciate everyone jumping on. I wanted to track my journey, have a bit of fun, make a couple of friends, but now I've made so many.
And these little punks fucking they go camping and they fuck with them. What is it?
Oh, get it!
So many holes in the movie.
Go get it. Go find
Yeah, that's crazy.
Get him up. Hold on. I gotta get him up. I gotta get him up.
What are you doing, mate?
I did say radio. Flipper. 90 bucks. 90 bucks. Robbie.
My tech stuff.
220.
Yeah, I think Flipper's gonna be laughing at you in a second, Robbie. Retro Rescuers. What are you reckon?
Bruce Macaroni and Cereali.
Look at that one.
Yeah. Give me that. Give me that.
Go. Empty your bag first.
Do we go now?
Bag.
Go!
Yes!
Start now. Go! Go!
Be careful!
And they're off. There could have been some accidents there. I love this. I love the scavenger hunt. It gets me up. It gets me going. It's weird to think. It was like the start of this year I was doing those beer tests and stuff. I have slowed down on that. Like, I think it was a bit of fun. Definitely fun early days. Just something different. But I want to keep this channel very much reselling, and I mean, people are starting to think I was a bit of a piss head, which I do love a frothy, don't get me wrong, but I'm not an alcoholic or anything like some of you might think. But I mean, I couldn't be doing that forever. So the beer ladder was fun, and it was cool getting sent all these different things to try. But yeah, the beer ladder's no longer there. I will have a frothy here and there with the boys on the streams, obviously, but I'm not going to be taste testing beer all the time anymore. But it was fun. It was definitely fun. Oh, fucking, it's a boy. Oh, I just took a load to the back of the throat. And now that Cooper's step. Now, I can still taste that. I've had a shot of fucking. They haven't called it goat the greatest of all time. They've called it goat because a goat has actually fucking pissed in a bottle, they've mixed it with soda water, put it in that. That's not very fucking nice. And who really thought every week I'd be sitting here interrogating other resellers, getting to chat to all these amazing people. We've had 8 people, or we've had 9 people on now, so all amazing people, all unique. And I'm absolutely loving doing that. It's something different. I'm not generally someone with the most fantastic looking head or voice, but I've just loved chatting to them, and looks like people have been enjoying it. It's now on the podcast. Like, never in a million years, 2 years time would have I thought that I'd sort of be doing that stuff. It's just so bizarre, but absolutely loving it. So.
I think the YouTube channel's had a lot to do with it. I go out and I do a big bulk day of thrifting every Thursday. And really that allows me enough time that I can list it Thursday night. And
I got her through Upwork. So I went on there, and then you can post a job. So you kind of have to write a little bit of a blurb and kind of have an idea of.
So that's made them put more rubbish out, if that makes sense. A lot of people are like moving houses or whatever the reason is.
So you have to find those bigger companies that just genuinely move tons and tons of stock every week, because they're not stealing off stock basically.
Yeah. If you want to grade your own cards, you got to go through quite a process. You got to actually have an account with the 2 companies. There's PSA, there's Beckett. Those are the 2 reputable ones.
I actually came here in 2006, and I was looking today for a picture where I was drinking my very first VB when I became an Australian citizen. I was out in West Wylong in New South Wales, way out west.
How would you describe this? What is
Well, it's a maxi dress.
The maxi dress with that bloody tight around me guts. I better lay off the coffee.
For some of the formulas and expressions to pull things out. Maybe if you want to use Google Sheets and you do a few Google Sheets tutorials. Look,
And they'll just bail it up, and that's then what they then send overseas or wherever it goes off to if it hasn't sold. So if you're lucky, while you're there, they'll swap stock over. So, but like last time I came up, I went there on a Monday, and there was...
Where did reselling start for me? So I've been reselling for about 2 years now, part-time for most of it, but the last 4 or 5 months I've actually been full-time reseller. So, and I'm telling you, the best thing ever. Now, I don't condone anyone just jumping into full-time reselling, that's for sure, because even saying I've done it for a couple of years, I'm very inexperienced, and I'm going to be inexperienced for the next 10 years. Simple as that. You're not going to learn everything really quick. It takes a lot of time, and to build my knowledge base, how I've done it, I'm actually obsessed with it. It's become a bit of an addiction, this reselling thing, and I think most of you would agree that it does end up like that. If you're looking to go full-time, I'd make sure you got a lot of money behind you. Now, in saying that, I was lucky. So anyone that doesn't know my situation, I was made redundant from the job that I worked in for 6 years. So I worked night shift. I worked all 12-hour weekends, every second weekend. And it was good money. It was really good money. That was a positive. It was a cruisy job. Most people there were good people. I did kind of enjoy it for the majority of it, but it was starting to get tough. Physically, mentally, all that sort of stuff. Just the long hours. I didn't sleep. I struggled with a bit of insomnia at times. I could go days without barely getting a drop of sleep. Like it was starting to really wear me down, especially with the reselling on the side. So I kind of did want to get out eventually, and the redundancy did come at a good time for me. So I'm not going to lie, I got a good payout, and I've got that behind me plus savings to be able to do this reselling full time. It's given me the opportunity to give it a go, and I wouldn't have had a crack at it otherwise. I would have looked for a part-time job if I left that job and done the reselling as a side hobby still, or a side hustle. So take that into account. I did have some funds behind me, which is a bonus. Getting into it was kind of weird because people that know me know I love my footy. I do have pretty good knowledge around football stuff, and especially footy jumpers and that. I collect match-worn, player-worn jumpers and all that sort of thing. That's kind of where it all started, because I started collecting just retail jumpers. I wanted to have all these footy jumpers, all the different designs that I could possibly get, and then I realised that I could get the players' jumpers. So then I thought, well, I don't want these retail jumpers anymore. So I actually had a few that were signed by players. I sold them off and thought, hang on, that's a lot more than what I paid for it. So I started doing a lot of that. I was selling a bit of sports memorabilia, picking that up, flipping that sort of thing. And that's where I found reselling. I found op shops, thrifting and all that. Started getting into a few different things, video games, clothing, and it's just slowly progressed from there. That's honestly where it started. We financially, we weren't struggling, but I bought a $10,000 car outright, I blew it up. Don't buy a Jeep. All that sort of stuff. A few bills come in. There was a bit of money troubles. I needed to get a little bit of extra cash in. So, but why not expand this thing that I'm doing with the footy jumpers and see what else I can do? And that's where I found guys like Two Aussie Thrifters and all those sort of channels that got me into this sort of stuff. So, and it's just expanded from there. Who would have thought I'd have 2,000 things in an eBay store? So, and I only plan to keep growing from there.
Hold on, cockroach. It's Cameron. How are you?
I've had a look online and there's some listed around the 150. What's going on, Cobber? Name's Al Gore. Rhythm. So there's not too many left in this box, actually. Oh, looks like we've got a card there that can stay till the end. Now, to talk a little bit about the future. Is reselling going to be my only source of income? No. Before reselling, I had a strong passion for animals, conservation, rehabilitation, and all that sort of stuff. Not the noises they make, though. All right, I'm getting out of here. He's too noisy. And it was something that I was always very passionate about. So down all this back end is going to be more enclosures and stuff like that. I'm actually going to be breeding not just birds, so people that follow me would quite often hear birds in the background, and they'd know I'm a big bird fanatic. I love animals, so basically I want to get a few different things in. So different enclosure this time. I'm going to be getting a few different things in. Now it won't be just birds, there's going to be more reptiles and some other stuff, and I will actually show you in the new year what's going on. I won't focus on it heavily on my channel, but you can see what's happening because I have had a strong passion for animals for a long time. It was the line of work that I was actually going to move into. I was going to get out of the printing and kind of focus on this more, but reselling took over. But now it gives me an opportunity to do a bit more of this. It keeps me a little bit busy, and I'm going to be busier doing it, but I love it. And once again, I'm all about doing what you love. I don't have a real solid story growing up, you know. Good parents, hardworking, meal on the table every night, roof over our head, loving family, everything was good. My two biggest inspirations in life are my siblings, my brother and sister. I haven't spoken about them really on my channel, and for those that don't know, both my brother and sister have intellectual disabilities. My brother has a rare disability called Angelman syndrome, which for a long time he was kind of the only one diagnosed with it where we live. Now there's a few more, but he can walk, he's happy, he's all that. His speech is limited, he can only say a few words, but he's happy, he's healthy, all that sort of stuff. My sister was kind of undiagnosed for a long time, but now she's sort of going through the process that it's probably autism. She can speak, but she probably has maturity levels of a younger child where she's in her mid-20s. So my younger brother, he's 29. So growing up, I had them to look at, and it really gives me, you know, a sense to make sure I achieve my goals, to keep pushing, because they've done it, man. They've been through, like, some of the stuff they've gone through. Yes, they can walk, they have good quality of life, all that sort of stuff. But they've had some really tough challenges that, like, I've just witnessed, and it really inspires me to see them sort of achieve their goals throughout their life. Like, my brother couldn't actually walk until I can't even remember what age he was now, but it was just such a big achievement for him to say certain words. Like, he spent a lot of time in hospitals from different things that have gone on with his body. Like, it's just never ending for them, but every time I see them, they smile. They see my son, they smile, they're happy. That's the main thing. They're happy, they're healthy, and it just inspires me just to continue being a better person and continue growing, whether it's as a person, but also with like my business and my family and everything. So they are my two biggest inspirations in this world. So what I did for a job now, I've been in the workforce 16 years. I left school early and became a painter and decorator, and that was hell. Hated it. But it was a trade, you know, it paid the bills. I had my first house at 19. Kate and I were married at 21, 22, so like kind of got that boost at a young age, which is a bonus. But I really hated that job. It was dirty. It was just, it's a shit trade, simple as that. So when I finally got out, I ended up taking on another apprenticeship, and it was a printing apprenticeship, which I printed newspapers, local newspapers, daily newspapers, all that sort of stuff, little magazines and shit like that. And I did enjoy it. It was a good job. I worked with good people. It was just shitty hours, and I was starting to struggle with the hours, especially with the anxiety stuff and having a kid and all that, trying to get sleep. As I mentioned, insomnia kicked in. Like, I couldn't get into a pattern, couldn't get into a routine. I was kind of starting to become unhappy there, and I thought I have to get out eventually. So, look, it was good. It was great money. It was really good money. I got a really good payout. I'm fortunate I worked there. I've met awesome people from it, but that's now in the past. And now I'm just at that point where I've worked out I can kind of make good money, even if it is less. I can make good money doing what I'm doing and be happier. And what's coming up with the business? The reselling business, I'm just going to keep scaling. I'm looking for more leads, more sourcing. Wholesale is just a big part of it now. I'm going to do a lot more of that in the new year. I've been doing a lot of that recently, and the more stock I bring in, the more I'm selling. I'm in the process now of actually hiring someone and outsourcing work, so photography and measurements and probably even listing, because probably 70% of my store, 60-70% of my store is clothing. I do a lot of clothing and I enjoy that. But if I can outsource a lot of that crappy work, pay someone to do it, basically I can only list a certain amount of things per day. And the way I'm going to scale up, if I can pay someone kind of half what I'll get back to list it, that means I'm selling more things, turning over more. That's just my approach on it. I'm going to test it. Look, it might not work, but I'm going to be completely honest with everyone. And if it doesn't, I'll tell you. If it does, I'll tell you too, and I'll tell you sort of where I build up from there. But that's the experiment going into the new year. I've spoken to a few people now, and I'm really excited for that because, well, someone else is listening for me. I can be outsourcing. So, bonus. I can do what I love.
I'll get Rob to do a dance in that Gumby outfit. Alice, sick him.
The dog wants to attack me. They're on YouTube, you can find them.
What's this? Eddie Betts.
We're the pride of South Australia, where the mighty LA goes.
Archie boy, little 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 Archie boy.
Hey! We're gonna Tuesday live. We'll probably do a bit of Fight Little Trip Challenge talk about the wrap up of that. Still thinking of hiding the leaderboard. So I'll put that out Friday, and hopefully it helps some people.
I want to see that.
Like, you put these videos out, but then what if one of us get hit with this shit tomorrow and the video's not out yet?
I just
That'd be interesting. Like, because a lot of these videos you put out, like, the stuff that people aren't aware of, like the return request. Anyone could have let that slip, you know. Sorry, boys.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think it's important to talk about them, and like even if people just take part out of it and use it to like probably it's gone, use it to their advantage and not have the same thing happen on it before.
There's so many people I could shout out, so many friends I've made, so many people I just chat to regularly, and if I sat here and named just all, it'd take me forever. But simply, there's two in particular that I do want to shout out, and firstly, Brad and Jazz, most amazing couple. They've taught me so much. Not only have I built a friendship, but kind of like they've helped my business with certain things. And they are just the most amazing people. They're always there for you no matter what. I talk to Brad pretty well every day these days. I'm always annoying him about something, and they're just amazing people, and I'm very, very fortunate to have met them. And the other one is my boy Robbie Hollywood. We've built a very strong friendship in this time. In the last 12 months, we've sent each other back gifts. We stir each other up, and honestly, I feel like I've known the bloke forever. I feel like I've been on the piss with him a bunch of weekends in a row, sort of thing. And you know, I've never actually physically met the guy, so he's another one. Talk to him nearly every day. We're always hanging shit on each other. We're always sending different shit we've found in op shops. Just an amazing bloke. You all know him. You all love him. He is who he is. He's on camera exactly how he is off camera. Just a great dude. So those two guys, I'm just very fortunate to have met. They invited me onto their stream with Drew as well. And Drew's just another guy. He's just down to earth, laid back, just such an amazing bloke. Drew and Sarah have taught me so much just from following their channel. They were another channel that I looked up to when I sort of got into this game. So very fortunate to know them. But those three guys bringing me onto the wide world of reselling was just awesome. Like, I felt a little bit embarrassed to be sort of sitting with them, but so fortunate because built such a good relationship with them. So I can't thank them enough. There's so many other people that I'd love to give shout outs to, but I'd be just here all night. There's another two very special people that a lot of this wouldn't go on if it wasn't for them. And that is my loving wife, Kate. She is amazing. We've been married for 7 years. We've been together for over 10 years. And we've known each other for 20 years maybe. And she's just an amazing person. She has been so supportive of me going full-time, me and my business. I've got shit everywhere. I don't know how she puts up with it, but I love it a bit. She's absolutely amazing. And my little boy Eli, he's now the best thing ever is going full-time. I get to spend so much time with him. I get certain days where I spend the whole day with him, where I was missing a little bit of stuff, like working every second weekend, doing these 12-hour shifts. I was in bed through the day, you know. Now I get to spend so much time with him. Like, I'm telling you, the best thing ever was having him, because he just absolutely brightens up my day. Just seeing him smile. He's a little shit, don't get me wrong. He's a little shit. He's broken stuff that I've thrifted and all that sort of stuff. But, you know, it's just awesome that I get so much more time with him. And this full-time stuff, I'm so much more happier. So, look, I'm going to end it here because I've done a bit of a ramble, but I thought, why not? I've never really done a video where I've actually spoken about myself. I've been on other streams where I have, but I thought I'd just give a little bit of an update where I'm at, what I've done, a bit of my past, and look, coming up, I want to get more people on this channel. I'm going to do more interrogations, more things where I can involve the community. I don't care if you got a YouTube. I don't care if you got an Instagram. If you want to be on my channel and you want to have some fun, or you want to get your voice out, let me know and you'll be on the next one. But if you do like my content, you know what to do. Hit that sub button, give me a thumbs up, and give me some love, because I love all of you. Thanks for coming along, and I'll see you in the next one.